let's get into it. Okay, so our intrepid heroes had left the Agashi tribe following their directions and had come to the Great River with a not-so-safe and stable bridge to cross. And that's about where we left off. So there's everybody on the opposite side of the river. These birds are too loud. They can shut up a bit. All right. So, yeah.
We are still on the Agashi tribe map.
Oh, I moved you, didn't I?
You are? That's weird.
I am.
Oh, yeah, you are?
You shouldn't be. You should be on the right one, but I'll move you back. There you go.
There we go. That was
right.
weird.
Alright, so our heroes are all snuggled up on this side of the bridge. Alright, so as I said before, the bridge itself is clearly in worse of a state of repair than the Agashi tribe led you to believe. Predominantly, it is a rope bridge with two huge big strands of very thick twine, which is probably more creeper than rope, and then wooden beams had been laid all the way across it. On this side, most of them are intact, but you can see as it gets to the other side, a lot of them are missing, and it definitely looks like it's a little bit rickety and potentially rotten through.
Yeah. So I had just taken off my backpack, if I recall. Almost like an invitation to let me handle this. So, I'm going to turn to probably Delith, actually. I'm just going to be like, God, would you mind tying something to me?
Like what? A rock?
No, not like a rope that you could hold on to in case...
I have just the thing. I'm going to reach into my backpack and take out a rope.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to tie it to Physik.
Right.
And then I'm going to say, Josh, you and me hold on to it in case something goes wrong.
Oh, I thought you were saying only you were going to hold on to it. Okay, yeah, of course. Sure.
Thank you. So, with that, I'm going to basically slowly start working my way across this rickety bridge, looking for signs of wear, kind of tapping with my foot as I go.
All right. Okie dokie. So as you start going across it, initially it feels fairly sturdy. I mean, there's a little sway and give because obviously it's creepers. It creaks an awful lot. What is your? Do you happen to know what your total combined weight is right now between you and your encumbrance?
Well, I took off my backpack, which contains all of my weight. So my overall weight is basically just me because I'm wearing clothes.
So what do you weigh, roughly?
Wait, it's on my character sheet. I just looked at it. I weigh about 38 pounds, I believe, is what I have.
Right.
I'm basically a toddler.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm just kind of edging along here slowly, cautiously, keeping an eye out for anything that looks horribly broken.
All right.
Terribly broken.
Thus far, most of them seem to be intact. As you get further over the water, though, you can definitely see... I'll tell you what, give me a... you're going to give me a knowledge check, and we're going to use predominantly... I would take woodworking or something like that, but I'll also take nature as well.
Well, I have heckin' nature, so I'm going to go with that.
Heckin' nature. Ooh.
Heckin' nature.
Ooh.
Alrighty, let's see. Alright, 26. So yeah, looking at the state of the wood, it is clear to you, for obvious reasons, this bridge was never treated like it would have been up in Azamir. So you would guess simply by the, obvious age of this stuff, the wear and tear on it, the majority of the wood that is actually suspended over the water is pretty much rotten. There are some areas that are a little sturdier than others, but it doesn't look like the safest of things to cross. Of course, being such a little fellow and not weighing a whole lot, perhaps it'll support your weight.
And about how far down does this chasm look like it goes?
It drops it drops down about 40 feet into the rapids below. Now the water is incredibly flowing fast, and is pretty, it's very rough as well. So I mean, it wouldn't be a fun place to. If you went in here, you're definitely, unless it's incredibly shallow, which doesn't look like it is, you're probably going for a nice ride down the river.
Josh, don't fail me now. I'm gonna keep on.
What are you saying?
No, nothing. How do you hear me? Man, humans. You're gonna keep on. Working my way.
Alrighty. So yeah, it's beginning to kind of weigh down, and you can hear that, and you can kind of hear the stretching of the vine-ish rope that's holding the bridge in place.
Okay, gonna keep working here.
All right, you step over an area where one of the runs is completely missing. As you do so, several bits of the run that's next to it give way as small pieces of rotten wood drop from the bridge into the chasm below.
I'm gonna very slowly watch your step here, and then keep going.
He doesn't actually think we're gonna be able to cross it. I mean, he's a child.
Oh, we've got a Jane.
You did.
Let me recapture everybody again.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Congratulations, Jane, you're dead. We
So
killed
congratulations
you.
for making it with us, Jane. We apologize. We'll edit
We
this part
pushed
out.
you into the river,
I knew
full
it.
armor.
Just remember, when we YouTube this, you have to edit this bit.
I knew it.
We wanted to see
No,
how
I
deep
won't.
the river was, so we pushed you in.
Oh,
we cast light on you and pushed you into the water.
Oh man, guys, that's not nice.
All right, so
Well,
Hello.
When
let's
we
go
were you said it was
recapture
fine.
Shagget.
Really?
Mhm.
That's what Marigold would have done?
That's what we felt.
We
That's
we
okay,
all
then.
came to a consensus, and it made sense.
Mm.
That not only
You can
would
sit back up
Daleth
now, Shagget.
throw his gun,
Okay.
And now it's just now I just got to get Satch.
You know.
it just made sense.
Um,
Not only did Daleth throw his gun into the river,
Oh,
Oh,
did you?
jeez. Then my
you
black
jumped
powder
it.
gets rolled. Oh, my God. You guys are going to have to throw me. Just collective tossing.
Toss me.
Dallas.
Can we
Dallas
maybe
tossing.
use?
There we go.
Oh, we should have given. We
Oh,
should have
hang
given
on.
him your
Snugs
gun so he
is-
could like shoot the ground and rocket propel himself
Gotta
over the
fix
bridge.
Snugs
That might
as
have
well.
worked.
Hold on.
Because that's how guns work,
Oh.
Matt.
That could have worked.
What did I miss?
This is D&D. This
You
anything's
literally missed
possible.
nothing, Jane. Literally missed nothing. All right, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me just rearrange these. Now everyone's moved again.
Ah, Jane.
Gotta fuck everything up.
Hey,
Jane.
I'd rather you
Oh.
be. I'd rather take a second here to rearrange and have you here, so it's not a big deal. I got a feeling that this will be it for the night anyway. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So yeah, carry on skulking your way across if you wish.
I swim to the top of the water and breathe for air.
and breathe air. That's how that works.
Oh, incidentally, yeah. No, you guys are all just standing on the other side watching Physik, try to ease across to the other side bit by bit by bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take a pause here and
Okay.
look at the growth all across the way and search it for any signs of something waiting to eat me.
Oh, okay.
Because
so you want to
I'm
like?
worried about something snatching me up from a tree.
Oh, okay. Give me
Like
a
a
spot
giant
check then,
thing.
please. Of course,
Is
we're not
that-
doing betting tonight, Jane, because we wasn't sure who we would have and who we wouldn't have.
Okay.
But while we're not doing betting, we will still, of course, count your 20s.
Okay.
Try to look for a psionic fish in the water.
It's a psionic giant mantis fish.
All right. Okay, as you kind of spend a little time scouring the trees and the bushes and the brush, it's pretty thick over there. So you don't see anything, but quite honestly, you don't feel confident that means that nothing is there. The bushes and everything there and the overgrowth is so thick, it could easily conceal a number of unpleasant things. Or pleasant.
Fairies.
Easter eggs, who knows?
What?
The Easter bunnies
Physik,
over
are
there.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little, I just suddenly realized where I am. I'm gonna, scoot a little bit more forward.
All right. Okay. So directly in front of you, now you can see the most dilapidated part of the bridge. A large amount of it has rotted through, and there are quite a few gaping gaps. It's, from here to the other side, you've got about, to the edge of the wood here is where you'd be looking. So you need to get to, you got about 20, no, let me reposition that on your forehead. Yeah, you got about 20 feet to cover.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna get kind of down, in front of it, and I'm going to try casting Mending on the rotted out plank.
Like right here?
Yeah,
in front of
on
you?
this patch of broken bridge.
All right, pop it up.
Try and do that. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't just slide. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ah! Splash.
Here we go.
Alrighty, okay. So you got, let's see, one object of about 1 pound. You could, it'll mend a board. It'll mend one of them.
That's still more stability. Still more stability. Okay.
All right, yeah. So you reach down and touch the warped or the rotted wood, and slowly you can see it gradually reform itself into probably more close to what it looked like in its former glory.
All right. I'm going to test that and see how it feels.
That
Poke up my
board
foot.
there feels fairly stable.
Okay, so I'm assuming it looks better than the other boards, and I don't have to instruct them. I'm gonna go ahead and trust my handiwork on that one.
Okay.
Looking ahead, it looks like, is that a big hole in it?
Yeah, I mean, you've got, the boards themselves, as you can see, are fairly thin. I mean, like where you just were was about probably 3 boards were broken right there at that one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try and space out a couple more of these mended boards that are just a little bit more sturdy,
Okay.
if I can.
So you want to cast mending a few more times?
Yeah, I took a bunch of extra ones, assuming the bridge
How
was
many
in
times do you
disrepair.
want to cast? How many boards do you want to mend?
Well, I have 3 left, so I'm going to
So 3
space
more
them out.
boards. So
Yeah,
you're gonna
jump
put them
out.
at the weakest points, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and patch up a little bit.
All right.
And it looks like, is that a huge gaping hole at the other end of it?
There?
Here?
Yes, it is, but there is rock there. It looks like the bridge was originally much more sturdy and was kind of made to go from here all the way across to be level. Now, there is a gaping hole here, but it's not. You're only dropping about 10 foot down onto.
What the what?
Ninja, what's up, buddy? Thanks for the resub. 38 months.
Hey, thanks,
So,
Ninja.
Alright,
take
thanks,
the
Ninja.
pants off, hit the height. It drops about 10 foot down onto the rock and the plant life that's there, but not into the water. So
Okay.
there's a lot to grab hold of there. So you feel fairly confident if you was to jump down there, you could probably, especially you being so small, probably grab hold of the bushes and then use those to claw your way up.
All right. So I'm going to patch another board here and continue up.
Okay. All right.
Gentle and soft, smooth and easy.
Is that what
Patch
All
it.
right. It is creaking heinously, and you can definitely feel little bits of wood breaking from the bottom. like little rotten pieces. Those really kind of soft, fluffy pieces of overly rot wood are giving way and falling down into the water below. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check at this point, please.
And Stats, just so you know, I caught that reference. Thank you. That was great.
All right, no problem. All right.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for getting my reference.
Okay. You're still there.
Yeah.
It hasn't given out on you yet.
I'm gonna make like the little baby man I am, and I'm gonna kind of start crawling at this point to spread my weight out over as many boards as possible.
Okay, so you get down on your hands and knees and begin to kind of... All right.
The child is crawling. There's no hope for us.
Yeah, what is it doing?
Patch another board around here, probably.
Looks like Ned
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
It's a circle of life.
Yeah, Ned is sitting there watching intently as Physik attempts to make his way across the dilapidated bridge.
Yep, patch one more, and then I'm just gonna... Oh, this looks bad. Oof. Okay, at this point, probably... Because it looks like there's more of a handrail here.
Yes, at one point it does actually look like there were handrails, but a lot of those, especially on the left-hand side, are completely gone. The state of the handrail, though, you certainly wouldn't trust it with any... You wouldn't want to lean on it or put any weight on the thing and expect it to hold you.
I don't expect any of this to hold. You know, the bridge didn't look so bad from that side, but now that I'm out here, you guys mind pulling me back?
No, Physik, what you're going to do is get on the good side. I mean, the
Tie it
bad
off.
side.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take all our bags and tie it around the rope. And I guess you'll pull it over, we'll hover it over the bridge so we don't all have to wear our shit. Right?
I have more rope. It's in the bag, so I'll cross back over with the rope after I tie it off, and then we'll tie another rope. We'll have 2 guide ropes. It'll carry our weight.
Well, I still think the bag should be switched over separate from us.
Yeah.
So the weight
we
is
spread the weight.
less.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that I'm a lot closer, I'm going to very cautiously kind of lift my head and look again. Maybe, am I going to be eaten?
Give me another spot check.
I'm really not into the being eaten thing, especially when I'm tied to a freaking. It's like
I'm into the bean eating.
you're freaking fishing with a baby here. Spot starts with an S. Woo!
No. Again, you definitely don't spot anything, but you still have next to no confidence that something isn't lurking in that dense brush and undergrowth.
It's spooky, guys. Okay, I'm gonna. I don't like this.
You're doing fine, Physik. Just keep going.
Yeah, hurry it up.
I'm going to patch one more board with a mending.
Okay, so you use your last... So technically there are 4 solid
Nice
boards
solid
in
boards.
place
If
of
the
where
rope
some of
holds
the
up,
holes
yep.
are.
Yeah. And I'm going to basically get on that board pretty dang close to exclusively.
Okay.
Kind of like in a back stance here, most of my weight on that. Like,
Right.
And then I kind of want to do a leap for it at this point because I don't trust the rest of the boards and I don't want to slip.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try.
So
and push
standing
up,
jump?
Yeah, how far is this from where that hole? Okay, that's pretty good.
It's about 10 foot. It's quite a long way from a standing position for a teeny tiny little fellow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to push forward a little more, aren't I? Okay. I'm gonna test the board in front of me.
All right, put your foot on it. Definitely not that stable.
Untest the board. Untest the board. Yeah, I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run for it.
All right, okay.
Pushing
so
off that
suddenly
one
you
main
just
board and then-
sprint forward and leap.
Yep.
All right, give me a guess what I'm going to ask for? A jump check.
Wow.
Just for jump.
It's that
What?
spell the one spell I didn't take today.
All right. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so you guys see Physik plant his foot and throw himself forward. As he does so, the board directly in front of the board that he was on, as some of the weight goes on that, you hear it snap and you see it drop below. It cuts his jump a little short. Physik, you don't get as far as you were hoping, and you kind of have to reach out and snatch at all the green vines that are there to stop yourself, because you're like right there. You're right at the edge of that cliff. So potentially you could slide down the cliff face right now into the water, which wouldn't be a fun ride down, but you know you might be able to successfully grab hold of those bushes there to
Well, also
steady yourself.
he's
Yeah, I'm
tied
also
a rope
tied.
around,
Yeah.
so it'll just like all go on the bridge that is up there, right?
Right.
As he slides down.
belay!
When and as you can possibly imagine, when that rope suddenly hits that bridge, it may start going snap, 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 snap all the way across. We'll see, won't we? But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Please don't.
All right, Physik. Yep. So you are going to try to grab hold. Give me a reflex save.
That's not my good one. You sure you don't want a will save? Like, I really, really want.
No,
to
I
grab
really don't
hold.
think the willpower is coming into it. I think this is definitely more
really
about your
want
ability
this
to
to
use your reflexes to grab. 14. Okay. So he reaches
terrible.
over. You see him kind of like grab into the vines. Initially, it doesn't hold. You see him start to slip down as the rope does begin to dig into several of the boards at the end. As you hear snap, 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 and you see the boards drop below. But then the rope comes to a sudden stop. Although Physik dropped about 5 feet, you can now see he's like clinging on the side with both of his hands ripped and gripped and entwined into the vines. Like,
Yeah.
so he has stopped. He has stopped his fall, but not before it took out a few of those boards. So you guys are definitely going to have to make a jump at the end now, regardless.
Okay.
All right, Physik, what do you want to do?
Climb.
All right, you want to start clambering up? Give me a climb check.
Oh.
Oh, those skills, that situational skills. Yeah. Okay. Right, you manage to clamber your way back up, and eventually you are back on the solid part. This part of the bridge where you are right here is actually on solid ground, pretty much. It's kind of like just laying against the edge, so you feel a lot more safe at this point, as you have now finally made it to the other side.
And snack. Just snack.
Alrighty, so yeah, Physik made it, so clearly it can be done. Just very small gnomes.
Yeah.
What's the next part of your game plan?
Send Marigold next.
Arguably, probably the other. Yeah, she's probably definitely the second heaviest.
No, hold on. I'm gonna look for a spot that isn't made out of decrepit wood to tie this rope off.
Well, I mean, you've got some pretty big trees right here, so you could tie it around the base of the tree. Now, how long is that rope?
How long is that rope?
Typical rope is 50 feet, so
Oh shit.
I would assume
Can we
they'd
tie
have
two
to have
ropes
moved
together?
forward a little bit, or
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I have 2 silk ropes.
I mean, you must have had the rope tied. You must have had 2 ropes tied together for him to have gotten
Yeah.
that far.
Right. Absolutely. So I had 2 silk ropes.
So you've got about 100 foot.
Personal.
So you do 80. You know, there's probably just enough to go round that tree a couple of times and tie it off.
Yes.
okay. So I'll do so.
And I mean, you had rope as well. I mean, how many spare ropes did we have? Because I
I have
had
a rope.
2.
I have
I
one.
have a rope too.
Yeah, I have a rope
Okay.
in my bag with a grappling
How
hook.
much rope do you want?
Yeah. We all had our stuff from climbing, so.
Physik, give me a listen check.
Oh. Oh.
Shoot.
Ooh, that's that's a bad listen check.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't see what it was.
I mean, I'm crossing over to get the other ropes now.
That was a 1.
Okay.
Yikes!
Crossing over to get the other ropes now. I'm gonna try and, I guess, pull myself across the gaping hole now.
All right.
No, you don't have to
Well,
do
you're already
that.
on. You're already on the other side. So
It's all right.
what do you want to do?
But yeah, I figured if we set up an extra rope, then we'd have 2 ropes, and 2 ropes is better than 1.
It's true.
So now you want to take a rope? You want to try to go back across?
I mean,
Yeah, but no. I mean, I
Why
get
is
what
it-
you're.
What are you doing? No, stay over there.
I believe I can assist in this situation. Now that I'm online.
What?
Now that I'm online and I've leveled.
How many experience points do you want me to take off for that crap load of metagame?
Just kidding. Okay, I'll redo.
I'm messing.
Yeah, I think I just figured out something I can do. Hold on a second. I'm gonna like balance on my feet
Now
a
I'm
little.
paying attention to the
And then-
problem.
Yeah, that's what she's doing now. I didn't just get online. I totally
Just started to
about
pay
this.
attention.
walks
and I
on air.
cast airwalk on myself.
Airwalk.
Oh, actually walks on air. I said that's okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, for 60 minutes, yeah. Subject can tread on air and walk on solid ground, moving upwards and similar to walking up a hill. Maximum upwards angle is plus 45.
Perhaps I can help with,
why is
the
that
crossings
doing
of the rope. I'll bring this one to you. And you see me kind of like levitate a little bit.
All right. Well, there's no wind going whatsoever, so
Cool.
Okay. So what do you want to do with the rope?
Whatever Physik was wanting to do with it.
I'll bring one over.
All right.
All right. So you can float across.
And you see, I just kind of cock my head to the side as I'm trying to process exactly what I'm seeing here.
All right. Yep.
She could have taken our backpacks and black powders and guns, but no, she just floated.
Yeah, she seems to do things like that a lot, actually, I've come to find out.
So you've got So you take another rope across.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie it around the tree the opposite way
So-
to kind of create like a space in the middle.
Want to take our belongings over there, Marigold? That they don't get wet.
Hang on. Explain that to me again, Satch.
Okay, so like, if you have a tree, right?
Right.
And if you do like a bowing knot around it,
Which you've
then
done
you
with the
do
first one.
Yeah, with the first one. Now I'm going to do the other one the opposite way around,
Right.
so that it's like hugging on opposite sides of the tree where the rope ties off.
Okay.
It's wrapping
Now,
around the back.
was that just a rope? 50 foot of rope?
I was assuming
We
she
have
walked over with
5
the 2
ropes.
tied.
So so you're going to tie 2 together for the second one.
So-
Okay. So basically,
Yeah.
then you've got 2 strands of rope going across then, and
So
both
4
tied to the
ropes
tree.
total. 4 ropes total, 2 strands. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds perfectly sensible.
Did she
Marigold?
seriously walk back?
With your rope that I thought you gave me.
No, all the rope was on our side.
Yeah,
Alright.
they were holding the rope, so
Yeah.
you just brought the end.
Oh. Yeah, I brought you the end, and then I went back for all your bags and shit. So.
Okay, so you take one end over to Satch. He ties it around, does what he wants to do, and then you're gonna systematically take everyone's heavy belongings backwards and forwards and across over the bridge for him. Okay, Satch, give me a rope use skill, please.
Mm-hmm. This is one of my favorite.
It's the very
Things
bottom skill,
at-
the last one on the list.
One of my favorite things to have in a roleplay game is a used rope skill.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, we'll assume that your Boy Scout druidic nature is allowed you to tie a couple of very solid, decent knots.
It's a big family with gnomes, you know?
Yeah,
You gotta be able to tie
don't even want
things
to give me
down.
that, do you? You don't even want to give me the possibility of the rope breaking or the slipping loose as they try to cross. I understand.
Oh.
Just
All
the
right.
possibility of something eating me.
So
That's
at this
the only
point,
one you get.
At this point, all your heavy belongings are on the opposite side. Is that including weapons or?
I gave my gun to Marigold. I ain't getting that shit wet. So
Ah, okay.
Okay,
And my blood
anybody
powder, so.
holding on? I mean,
Yeah.
young Ned will hand you his scimitar. So,
Yeah, I would probably hand my flail and shield as
all
well.
right.
Well,
Anyone want to go as far as to take off armor, or you don't think that's necessary?
I don't think I would.
Okay.
Maybe just weapons.
I think what we need to do now, once Marigold returns, is tie the last rope we have around her waist, and then we go across one at a time using the 2 ropes that Physik secured, so that if the bridge breaks, we can hold on to those ropes, but she can also keep us from falling.
What if she gave us a piggyback ride?
I don't think she's strong enough for you or me.
I had that.
Are you sure about that? Have you seen her?
Guess at this point I'd just be scanning the woods to make sure our landing here is somewhat secure. You know, behind the force of me.
It is. You know, it's all solid ground from you on out, by the looks of it.
Okay.
You
She could
still are pretty
carry
sure
Rush.
that you heard something creeping around somewhere over here, though.
I didn't see the ping because I wasn't. Oh, that way.
There definitely
Well.
seem to be some noises over in this direction. You think you heard some. You're really not sure. With the creaking and the, you know, with the treetops rustling and blowing anyway, it's like...
And
did
the
I really hear
bickering
something?
and the bickering.
Yeah.
Well, Marigold, carry Rush over, because he's small, and that should be easy. Can you carry Jash and myself?
Well,
Maybe you. I mean,
I've
you're
never
not
tried
as
before.
quite
Maybe,
as big.
yes. Maybe Daleth and Rush I can handle. Rush, jump on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, Rush is
hop
not
into
going to...
my hands.
Yeah, Rush will jump
Yeah.
on your back and probably put his arms around to hug you in a very inappropriate position, knowing Rush.
Careful, Rush. Don't touch there.
All right, so you get Rush and Jerusha across.
I mean, even without my backpack, I'm 150 pounds, Jash.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
why
you're
it's
not
so-
a big. You're
twice
not a
your
very
weight.
big dude.
You think 150 pounds? You think you're big? Is that what you're telling me?
No, for Marigold. I mean, I'm gonna climb on Marigold's back awkwardly. my noodle arms around you, kind of
You
like
feel so
I don't know where to grip. Really, that's not inappropriate.
Oh,
And I'm.
Sounds like my
What
first
noodle?
kiss.
Can you carry 150 pounds, Marigold? Is that a thing?
What is her strength?
I'm not saying that I can't. I'm saying you feel like a 12-year-old boy. I don't like it. Okay, let's see. My strength is 15. 15.
She's pretty tough and pretty robust.
Yeah,
You're
she
not
is.
that heavy. She can, without all of her gear and stuff, she can give you a piggyback across there.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have my eyes shut the entire time, kind of looking like awkwardly to the sky, not at the ground.
All right.
Holding on to my neck too tightly. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'll reach lower then.
No, don't do that either.
Okay.
Oh
just let
Go,
go.
please.
Just let go.
I'm gonna drop, grab my weapon in my backpack again, and just kind of like, thanks.
God. Hands won't sweat.
All right.
I was nervous. I'm sorry.
At this point, I'm still kind of paranoid. I'm probably gonna put down my little searching goggles and just be like, "Is this looking into that direction?"
All right, Josh. I suppose you're gonna have to take the ropes, but I can at least assist you.
Okay. What about Ned? How much does he weigh now?
Sorry.
Ned probably weighs about 185 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Weighs more than me. I don't like
I'll
that.
just see what happens if I try to have him go on my back. Ned, why don't you hop on here? See if we can
All right.
maneuver you.
Okay. So Ned will climb on your back.
How does it feel? Should I do a check?
You're pretty heavy, but you're still floating above air. I mean, you haven't suddenly gone crashing down to the ground or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to take a few steps off the bridge, just to see how I do. With water not underneath me.
Right.
And does it give it all?
You're still floating.
I didn't like the sound of that.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to walk a couple feet right near the ropes, and I'm going to tell Ned if he falls to try to grab onto the ropes as he goes down.
All right, well, I mean, he can, hold on to the ropes and, as you go across,
okay.
he'll, pull the ropes and pull, kind of taking up the slack as he goes.
Sure. That's a good idea.
So, yeah. All right. Yeah, you do get him across. It was a little touch and go, but you certainly wouldn't want to try it if there was any real wind about, that's for sure. But, you do manage to get Ned to the other side.
Okay, Josh, see you later. Bye.
Very funny.
Just bring the ropes in.
Yes, we're gonna figure this out. Don't worry. Coming.
I'm not worried at all. What do you mean?
Are you not worried about the
No.
bridge falling apart and the water beneath?
Nah.
Scared? All right. I'll just be around to help you here. I don't know. I'll try to catch you if you fall. Go.
So you're going to try to cross the bridge?
Yeah, I mean, even though Ned technically weighs more than I do,
Oh wait, he does?
yeah.
But he's not wearing armor.
No, and that was going to be my next question.
Yeah, it's what do you weigh with your armor?
But it's just my armor. I'm 180 without my armor. How much would my armor? It's a leather or a chain shirt.
Oh, should be
Still
on your
considered.
sheet.
Yeah. Oh, the weight is okay. Let me
Should
check.
be if you filled it in.
I usually.
Chain shirt. It's considered light armor. Oh, here we go. 25 pounds.
There you go.
Okay,
So you're about 205 then.
Okay. It's about 20 pounds heavier than Ned.
I mean, I still weigh way more than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not how much you weigh; it's how
I know.
much can you carry.
But I'm still very big.
So if you're a 15, you are a 15 strength. 134 to 200 pounds is your max load. That's your heavy load.
5 pounds.
So he
5
is a
pounds.
little over it with the armor on.
Why don't you just give up your chain shirt there? I'm sure we could get you across. Just give it up.
Just take off your boot.
It's like, once with his armor on, if you try it, you just kind of do this. Your feet just, they just slowly bounce off the ground. You're pretty sure that while you may take enough weight off the bridge that it might not go and might not break, but with nothing beneath you, you would definitely start to drop.
Do you want me to take off my shirt, or do you maybe want to tie a rope around me on the other end?
Take it off.
All right, but you got to get me across quickly. I'm going to feel very vulnerable, which I don't like.
Josh, it's not bad to feel vulnerable.
Yes, it is. What do you mean? It's the worst.
Sometimes it's the best builder of friendships.
Just get on with it, and I would just take my change.
Guys, what's
Take
the
it off!
hashtag?
For you, I
What's the
got my
hashtag
800
for
crunches.
this?
Yeah, so I take my chain shirt off, and normally you'd expect me to stand there very brazen and proud, but being on the middle of this bridge, having nothing else, I kind of shy a little bit as I take it off and kind of hand it to Mary, going, "All right, get on with it. Come on."
You're back. I'm gonna skip across.
Alrighty.
But
So you take over the chain shirt and drop it on the other side. All right.
Give it to Rush. Hold this.
Is he
It's gonna fall on
shirtless?
top. Well, no. He's still got a shirt on, I'm sure.
He's got an undershirt. Yeah, I doubt very much that he is wearing chain right
on
next to his
skin.
skin. That would be pretty. That'd
That would
chafe
chafe
pretty
real
bad.
bad.
Yeah, he's probably got a
chain chafe.
gambeson or something
Oh,
underneath
that's kind of cool. Kind of metal.
Hop on!
All right, and I would just
It's a
kind of get
bad
up and
back
just
tattoo. He doesn't want to see.
hang out. Yeah, that's really what it is. Got
It's a
tramp stamp.
phoenix. It's a Ben Affleck back tattoo. Yeah.
I love
I
J-Lo, it says.
Get on the back of Marigold with a
All
very distraught look on my face.
What a
Okay.
great image.
Well,
Oh,
much like
body.
with Ned, I mean, you're definitely having to take it very slow and cautious, you know. But you do manage to get him across.
Oh, Josh, it's not so bad. No, showing your vulnerable side.
Just
The
give me
good
my
news is that means
back.
you at least left
Here's
the
your
majority
shit.
of the bridge intact. So I'm sure there will be other people that are happy you successfully did that.
It's part of the code. Leave it in better condition than you found it, you know?
There you go.
Where's my shirt? Who has my shirt? Do you have it? Give it back.
Rush has it, and Rush is lying underneath of it because it's heavier than him.
I'll quickly run over to and grab
taking
put it back
chunks
on.
off of it for supplies later.
grab
Alrighty.
the rest of my weapons and feel
Alright, so
much
everyone's
more
going to gear back
comfortable
up.
as I'm beefed back up again. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's get out of this.
Okay, well, as described earlier, this is here in and around the water's edge. The wildlife seems to be, and the flora and fauna seems to be much more vibrant. It's not as dark and dingy. It's a lot greener, and there's a lot of plant life on the grounds. I mean, there's almost like a continuous ground cover of plants that you're walking on at this point. The bad thing is you can't really see the ground directly beneath your feet. The plus side, you don't make anywhere near as much noise. You're just kind of walking along on like a large amount of viney ground cover. Of course, if there's anything unpleasant in there, it could quite easily be concealed. But I wouldn't worry about that. Why would you?
Now that that's all behind us, I think I heard something over in this direction. I'm pointing over due east.
Okay. All right. Ned crouches down behind the thickest tree and then taps the ropes and says, "Should we remove these and take them with us, or leave them in case we have to make a swift retreat?"
Well, if we have to make a swift retreat, I don't know if they'll do us any good tied to this side. Yeah, there's nothing fastening to the other, right? So you'd just fall in, wouldn't we? Right?
No, we had to tie it off, right?
You didn't tie it on the other side.
Yeah, no, you guys were just pulling on the ropes. You never tied it
Oh.
to anything.
Well, let's retrieve our rope then.
Okay, so you want to
yeah.
do that? Okay, so you retrieve all the ropes. Okay. Continuing to pay attention to whatever it is that Physik may or may not have heard.
I mean, I know I'm crazy, but I'm gonna kind of duck down in some foliage here and try to get another vantage.
Okay.
Is that the way? Is that the way we're headed? Where you heard the noise from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe one of us should go check it out then.
With caution?
What is caution?
Caution is being embarrassed not to wear a chain shirt out of fear of being
I wasn't
stabbed or wounded.
embarrassed. It's not tactically sound to be doing it.
Right. Daleth, you're a tactical man. Can you say anything on those matters?
Caution.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can maybe get up there slowly and see what's going on.
I'm just gonna kind of like nod to Ned, who's across from me, and start kind of working my way forward.
All right.
All right, can you maybe point out where maybe you hear the sound coming from?
I did.
Yeah, he kind of points over somewhere near this
Just
large
over there.
tree.
Okay. All right. I would just try to very cautiously and quietly move in that direction.
All right. Well, you're kind of
mind the bank.
a lot of there's a lot of fern bushes and stuff like that that are at least up to kind of like your waist or sometimes up to your chest. You're kind of like pushing your way through them as you head in that direction, like shh, shh, having to
Josh,
push them aside
Josh,
and move slowly.
Josh.
What?
I don't want to see you fall. I know what falling's like. It's not good. Maybe
What?
move in closer to the. That's a cliff there, right?
I'm not gonna step off a cliff.
Okay, but something might push you off a cliff.
I'd like to see him try.
Yeah, what the hell?
Dire bore.
I'm the cliff pusher around here. Get it?
Yeah, dive or do it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're wearing a tent hat. Okay.
Look, whatever it was that you heard, they obviously heard us. If it is something, they haven't attacked us. So maybe we should just walk around it.
Yeah. Make a berth around the north.
We could, yeah. I thought that was the way we needed to go, but if we can avoid it, maybe it's a better option.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So you just
I'm
want
just
to kind
gonna
of
slowly fall
give it
off
a
the
wide
map.
berth and not worry about it.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
a wide berth. Yeah.
All that's
Alright.
left is his arm.
Yeah, it's not the first time you hear other small scuddery sounds. You know, periodically you hear a little shh, something rushing off through the bushes. But clearly they're small rodents or small forest-dwelling, ground-level creatures. Doesn't sound like anything particularly heinous at this point.
Looks like they don't hunt this side of the river.
But, well, that bridge is...
Testy.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, so you guys are going to kind of push your way through and carry on. Okay, well, after about an hour or so of travel, the canopy begins to once again become a little bit more sparse. Obviously, without the water that's spraying up in and around close to the river, you start getting further in, and it becomes that typical kind of more dark, dense forest. You can start to see the ground again. Much more like the forest that you're used to up until this point. You've traveled on, as I said, a good hour or so. By now, it's beginning to get pretty dark. So with the canopy being the way it is, other than the gnomes, you're having a very tough time seeing again.
Oh, I hate being human.
Ned, I've never asked this. How well do you see in the dark?
I can hardly see in front of my own eyes right now. It's pitch black.
Do you have maybe an intuition of what's in front of your eyes? Like a natural disposition?
I can see my hand as long as I don't push it too far out, but...
What kind of a question was that?
Well, pardon me, Josh. We found him in the middle.
We found you in the middle of nowhere, therefore it's probable that you should be able to see in the dark.
It's probable that he might have certain capabilities.
But no,
might
he does
be-
not. He doesn't seem to be able to see.
Well, we haven't begun testing to see if he's magically inclined.
You're
No,
right.
right now he probably... he wields a scimitar probably as well as... he can give Jash a run for his money.
Whoa.
I'm
Hey,
not
man.
saying he will take the beating that Jash would, but... he's
Gore said
got
the same
some
about
talent
his
with...
bow
The boy's
skills,
definitely got
Jash,
some talent
so.
with the scimitar.
It's like
It's kind of like, imagine, it's one of those things where if Jash takes it easy on him, the kid could get a couple of blows in. If Jash really goes all out, he's still definitely the better combatant out of the two, but, the kid's getting there.
Well, perhaps we can travel for just maybe one more hour and then settle down. I kind of learned a new trick to kind of see a little bit further.
Oh,
sense
not
things
another
further.
new trick.
Yes, I'm going to take out my sword. So what we kind of do is you have to get something long and you kind of stick it out into the darkness, and I realize if I point at stuff, if there's something in front of me, it's going to hit it. That
So
way we
you-
can see, so we don't crash into anything.
So-
It's kind of
so-
like a.
Basically, you
Six
do it like a
cents.
blind person with a
invented
stick.
A blind person walking stick. Yeah.
Tap,
Kinda.
tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, it doesn't mean she can
There
see
seems-
any better at all. It
There
just.
seems to be a
I said it's
hole
like a sixth
in
sense.
here.
Oh my gosh.
I'll try it out. I don't know if it's gonna work with the flail.
Third level
I've been
spell.
working on my
tap with a
echolocation
stick.
too.
Yeah, just like hitting, wrapping it around stuff accidentally.
That one's out. For
Yeah,
Jessica.
you can. You put Physik on Marigold's shoulders. He does his echolocation. You do your blind walking stick. You
What's
got
he,
a
a
killer
bat?
combination.
Yeah, you're like a big bat. Exactly.
Oh my god. Yes.
You just described my first roommate. Okay.
Okay, so you want to try. So yeah, if you want to try to carry on going ahead, so is that what you want to do? I mean, what's your
No.
marching order? How do you want to handle this? You've got Jash. So you've got Rush and Physik that can see pretty well in the dark,
Yeah, I can't see anything.
as long as they've got some form of light.
Right.
So Physik in the front, maybe Jash, Marigold, Rush, Ned, myself. So 2 humans per gnome who can see. So we kind of have like a way to all
yeah.
see. You know.
So basically, then each of you. So 2 humans are basically going to be led by each of the gnomes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, you push on for about another hour. You probably don't make a whole lot of progress because of how slow you're having to go. Even though they can see, you can't. And there's a lot of, mind your step here. Oh, I just stepped on a stick. Damn it, what was that I just kicked? It doesn't allow you to get too much further, but you do make a little bit more progress.
It's probably best we call it, guys.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
That's pretty cool though, right? You like my chick?
Let's sit down.
All right. So yeah, if you're going to decide to rest, what are your plans for resting? You want to light a fire? Are you going to stay in the dark? What's the game plan?
No fires.
Probably the tree routine.
Okay, so you're all going to do what you've done before and clamber up trees and just
Yeah.
do your best to sleep up in the canopy. All right.
Sure.
Are we in agreement?
Yes, yes, yes.
Probably one of the gnomes should be lookouts. I volunteer Rush because reasons.
Well, reasons that he could see, right?
I did
Yes,
burn a lot of
clearly.
spells.
And not because the player's not here. You guys,
Right.
we always do that to the people.
It's perfect.
Watches, or is everybody going to just trust?
Rush.
Rush.
So Rush is
Yeah.
going to watch
Yeah.
the entire night, or
If he wants to do it until light of some sort, I can take the second. I'll take the second watch.
Because we kind of walked into the middle of night, and then
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
while Rush doesn't necessarily need much recuperation for any magical purposes, still has to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Rush, if you can watch until there's just some light, so I can see, I'll take second watch.
Okay, all right. Well, you managed to successfully pull that off. By the time there's some light, it's probably, that it means the sun is way up above, so it's not early morning by any means. But you all managed to successfully sleep through the night without being ripped from your trees or murdered or anything like that in your sleep.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So, all right.
The best sleep there is.
Obviously you have plenty of food and supplied drink that the Agashi tribe gave you. They gave you basically the equivalent of 2 weeks worth. That's including and taking into account Ned. So,
Sweet.
all right,
Eat and move. Shuck and jive.
okay.
That's my life.
Marigold. Are we establishing just for future reference, Marigold? Your prayer time is first thing in the mornings.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I figured as much, but hey. Alrighty, you continue onwards. Well, let's move. Before I do this, let me just change this sounds a little bit. Alrighty. Alright. As you continue forward, you begin to notice that the trees seem to be a little bit more sparse, and you can definitely see some daylight shining down from the trees up ahead of you.
Is there an orchestra to the right?
Yes, apparently.
Just playing ominous music. Boom.
So, and just waiting to see what we do.
Oh, that would be so cool to see.
So much.
I would pay so much.
We're
Oh,
gonna
I
keep
need to.
going.
1 second. Let me put Ned on there as well, because I forgot Ned. Forgot Ned. You see, I need a Ned.
Or
Are you overlooking my child gore?
I am actually. I wasn't sure that you wouldn't have lost him by now.
Why is he on the bench, Gore? Why is he on the bench?
Oh, it'd be even better if it was the demon Prince of Maleforia just orchestrating.
All right.
That's what we want.
So basically, as you get through the edge of the clearing, what you see is
Real bad.
what appears to be something has torn its way right through the center of the forest here. There is a massive gap between the trees. Let me make sure that I've got my scale right. These, hang on. Go away.
looks like the Men in Black spaceship
Yeah,
that
50
crashes.
feet. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's like a 50-foot gouge been dug into the trees. Any trees that were in that pathway are either sunken down into the ground or snapped off at the root, at the trunk. The area here is all scorched, charred, and black.
Well, we found it.
Yeah,
I'm
could
not
do-
kidding.
Some of the trees you can see clearly show the signs of burn wear, where they've actually like caught fire, and for the a large portion of them has been blackened by flames.
Josh is going to turn around and say, "Do you think that this is where the dirigible went down?"
There must have been some kind of fire here. You could be right.
Yeah, I think I am.
It just might be possible, Josh. Let's find out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to not walk in the burnt areas because it's creepy.
Alright, so you want to kind of like walk along the edge of it and follow it?
I do not want to go in the center there. Seems bad.
Are there two Neds?
Are there two
There's
Neds?
a baby Ned.
I had to
That
get
was
rid of the baby
multiplying?
Ned.
It's
Baby Ned. Oh.
Okay, I was like, there's 7 of us.
Hi ho!
He's multiplying. I knew there was something up with him.
Alright, okay.
You know, point to the vine in the distance. Be careful about that one.
How
That
high is
one.
the erosion from the wreckage? Like,
Like how,
Like-
the dirt,
How
how
mu-
high up?
Yeah.
Probably a good 10-15 foot bank of dirt.
so if it crashed here and left that high a mark, where's all the debris?
They were trading and selling all the little pots. They're probably scraping it up thinking it's gold, perhaps.
Well,
That's a good point. Good point.
But if it is scraping against it, do you think that means it moved in the dirt? Was it being pulled? Because how could it be? Yeah, I'm saying.
Well, if it went down from above, it
Yeah.
it had to scrape along the ground to stop, right? So
Well, wouldn't it like scrape along trees and stuff, and once it hit the ground, no, it could keep going?
let's just
You see,
say
that
wait
would
to
really
the-
depend on the trajectory of it going down, wouldn't it? If it went
Let's
straight
talk
down, maybe not. but-
Physics. I took a physics class in
you think something
Took
on
my
the
class.
ground was pulling it? You said something was okay, Mary.
She's like,
You're a
Marigold
special kinda
assumes
lady,
that when
aren't
something
you?
drops, it just goes plop. And
I didn't
that's it.
necessarily pass my physics class. I was
Yeah, I
too busy
failed you.
fencing. And
I
How does
definitely
momentum
remember.
work,
Lost the
Jane?
I definitely remember failing you.
All right, let's
was
keep
my
going.
class. Okay. Yeah, I'm proceeding with, I guess, not as much caution as before, because this is kind of what Physik would expect.
All right. Okay.
It's still creepy.
Yeah.
Still pointing at this vine in particular.
Should we follow the trail, I guess, to maybe see if it's parts of it are still there?
Good
Maybe.
idea, Josh.
Rush, you having a moment? Gonna keep. Oh! I just got stepped on.
Oops, sorry, didn't say you.
All right.
You
So
never
you're going to
do.
continue to follow it through.
No, I don't.
Well, it goes for about. I mean, it goes a fair distance, probably close to 1/4 mile. However, as it starts to get further down, you can begin to smell something. There's kind of a acrid, decaying, fleshy smell in the air, as well as you can definitely smell kind of like the discharge whenever either Rush or Dalith fire their firearm. There's that kind of gunpowdery smell. There's definitely something that smells similar to that you guys can smell as you continue following this black road.
This little log here looks like a hand pointing in the direction we're going.
Oh, maybe it's an
Only
omen.
Physik the Drew would notice that.
Guys, look at this log.
Ghost of the helping hand telling us where to go.
I can still control Jash, and it's my favorite thing.
No! Where did I go?
Where did he go?
You just there he
Oh,
is.
why am I there?
There, I'll put you back.
I'm gonna keep pressing on quickly. Like,
Yeah,
Same.
at this point it's like
Alrighty, you continue to follow it.
So
Okay, up ahead you can see clearly the aftermath of what laid waste to it.
Oh!
the depth gauge.
All right.
Ah!
At the far end of the trail, you can see the smashed wreckage of what once was the ship part of the dirigible, as well as the huge, big, burnt out for the majority caging that was the dirigible part that floated above, including the small wreckage of the little hanging basket that's kind of like directly underneath the air balloon itself. Most of this is all burnt and charred. You can see, obviously it finally come to a rest when it struck a massive tree here, but it is all busted up. There's bits of debris, bits of burnt and warped metal, busted wood all over the place. And we need another Ned, sorry.
Guys, it just occurred to me.
Let me just grab me a Ned.
What?
Gotta get a Ned.
If orcs have come here to loot, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to expect the presence of orcs here.
Inside potential.
Maybe not inside, but
well, if you guys are adamant about finding possible life, like we are, we should search the outskirts for trails while, I'll go inside and, find if maybe there's a survivor or two inside while you guys try to find a trail or something, maybe CC footprints and stuff.
Dallas.
No splitting up.
Let's not split up.
We all search for trails together around the outskirts.
Well, I can't search for trails.
Okay, you stand
I'm
around
incapable.
and watch.
I'm not going to stand around and watch. Maybe...
Stand guard!
No, I'm going to go inside. Maybe there's a survivor in some cubby or something that just head out.
Yeah, let's all go inside.
Why don't we get them to come out?
Because they might not trust us.
Last time I turned
Well,
a
we'll just
corner.
ask politely.
Last time I turned a corner with only half of the party, almost all of us died.
Why you want to go in there so bad?
To search for survivors.
All right, let me go ahead and give you guys control of Rush real quick,
Okay.
so I don't have to keep moving him. Hold on. And there you go.
All right.
Yay.
PUCCC.
What do you say?
PUCCC.
All right, up ahead of
Help
you,
me.
like laying here on the ground, you can definitely
okay.
see what looks like a corpse. The corpse appears to be wearing Sidorian light plate, and it's pretty obviously was one of the Sidorian military that, traveled with the dirigible.
That was from CC. Let's keep going.
We should probably determine a cause of death, make sure it was, in fact, the crash, because if he was alive for a moment and then was murdered, then we have something else to worry about.
Slowly approach.
And he jumps up and grabs
Ah!
you.
Knee down to feel his pulse.
Well,
and
before
also
you
do a
do that, the
field check.
first thing, there is a rancid, acrid smell. I mean, consider, if you will, how long ago this thing went down. Also, as you get closer to it, you see what appears to be a couple of rodents come running out of the breastplate. All kind of matted and thick with gooey, messed up blood all over their faces. Honestly, what's inside this suit of Sidorian armor is mushy and nasty, and, many weeks of decay have happened here.
Alright, I'm going to just put my nose like this, and I'm going to check over his body.
Alright. Give me a heal check. This is not, of course, to see if he's alive or dead. Okay. From the angle of the body, it would be pretty obvious that he obviously did suffer some major impact. His shoulder is clearly dislocated and smashed. It's kind of crushed where it obviously impacted on the ground, and there's definitely signs of charring and burn marks kind of on the back part of his breastplate.
Alright, I'm going to back up immediately.
Well,
I messed up his shoulder.
Right, Daleth, from where you're looking, between where the ship itself busted clean in half on impact with the ground, you can see what appears to be another rotting corpse laying down in the ground right about here.
There's another one, obviously also dead.
Okay. Make our way in to inspect that one, I guess.
yeah.
What do we see like on looking in this way into the ship?
Well, basically, you are looking at, the cross-section of a vessel. So it's like there's 3 layers there. There's the bottom layer, the center layer, the top layer. A lot of which is burnt and kind of charred in there. Obviously, a good amount of stuff burnt with the explosion that would have happened with the dirigible itself.
So I guess
I recall that they did say, the person that witnessed it did say that there was a flash, so they know that there was some kind of ignition.
So I guess that's what this is obviously, you said the cross section, it would obviously split up.
Mm-hmm.
If it dragged along the ground for so long, it had to have been somewhat intact as it dragged, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying.
I mean,
guess
you
my
can see
is,
it looks like it's
split on the
it
rocks,
broke in
right?
half here pretty much when it crashed into the trees and rocks and stuff like that. Also, you can see like the way it's facing. Obviously it didn't, unless it went down backwards. It looks like that probably on impact it kind of spun around when it come to a stop and at that point the dirigible part then fell off and landed next to it, and that's why that's kind of over to the side next to the thing in such a disarray.
Okay, got it. So I'm staring at the back of the ship. This is the front, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
okay, so I guess I'm looking at
the ship is the rear of the ship is that way.
Okay, so I'm looking at how it split to see if there was a place that split first, I guess, or the most damage from the split, or is that too hard to ascertain based on the wreckage?
I would say you'd have to have a better understanding. I'd let you make an engineering check with Rush, though.
I have an engineering skill as well.
Oh, in that case, then you go right ahead. If you've got engineering, I'd allow it.
Not as high as Rush, but I do have a gun, so it would make sense that I'd have some engineering.
17.
know-how.
Okay. Your best guess is probably, it was probably grinding along the ground, and then it hit something, and when it spun, the front part probably snapped off. Doesn't look like it broke this way. It looks like it broke that way. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It broke kind of in half this way as opposed to.
So you're saying it broke this side, or you're saying it broke this side? Because this side's wider, so I assume that's what you meant.
Obviously, this front part snapped off towards the right.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell by the size, as you say, by the size of the gap. It's pretty obvious.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you've got a dead corpse here. Clearly, whoever this was not wearing Sidorian plate. The clothing looks more like a long kind of mottled green cloak or cape was worn. Very high quality boots and pants and waistcoat and tunic.
A noble.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I can just step over and see if I recognize that person.
All right. It is female.
Is it Cece?
Give me a heal check. Let's see how much of the.
How well do I know my friend?
How well do you know your friend?
My
I would
dead
say
friend.
by the definition of friend, reasonably well. At one point, you're really not sure because the face is seriously burnt and charred. But you do notice and look at the hair and see that the hair on this woman was long brown hair, and you do recall Cece was obviously, she had long flowing blonde hair. This wasn't her.
This isn't Cece. Perhaps it was a maiden.
Thank God.
Well, there's more up here that I see.
Thanks.
This is making me sick to my stomach.
Me too. We need to
What?
find her.
What?
I'm gonna peel out here, and I'm actually looking at the ground for tracks,
Okay.
trying to see what's come through here, other than rats maybe.
All right. You can see what appears to be several more dead bodies.
What was that?
Rats. Snakes? Rats?
Snake rats?
Monster?
I'm gonna look around in every direction where this noise is coming from.
Godor laughing again?
All right. Give me a listen check if you're paying attention. If you heard something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that scares me.
Okay, wait. What are you?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you doing? Website. Okay, there we go.
I didn't hear
Skills.
All right.
I heard. I'm coming up on the
So-
check. Oh gosh, why is it zooming? Why is it doing the zoom thing? Why is it?
Did you get a 20 check?
What's going on?
No, he didn't get a 20.
Oh, I
can't-
thought it sounded
He
like
got a 19.
I can't-
That turned into a 20,
Yeah.
but it's
Because of the plus one.
For some reason, my scroll wheel is zooming, unzooming, so this is really hard.
I would say if you need to, log out and log back in to roll 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that to work. There we go.
All right. Okay. So, Marigold, you thought you heard something, but honestly, with the echoing from the either side of the openings on the ship, it was impossible for you to really discern where it was coming from. Let's see. Daleth, I don't see. You're out here in the open. The sound was definitely coming from inside this huge, big, torn dirigible. I'm going to move this up a fraction so chat can see a little better.
So I'm
So the noise definitely came in from. It was coming from in here. And Physik, you are where? Yeah. Okay. So you're on the outside as well. So So basically, you two that are out away from the hull of the ship are not suffering from the echo that's bouncing around inside the wood. So you can definitely tell that whatever that sound is comes from inside there. Give me a spot check, you two.
Uh-oh.
We just lost Snubs.
Oh no.
Shoot.
You didn't
no,
complain
there he
about
is.
it.
He's
Oh,
back.
wait.
Uh-oh,
back.
don't know what
Oh.
happened. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Woo!
Oh,
Don't know what
nice
happened.
roll, Dallas.
Came on for a second. I gotta back up. Sorry,
Matt,
guys.
you jinxed me, man.
Oh,
You disconnected for a
one.
second and I rolled a 1.
I mean, oh.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
There you go. Yeah, you need an O. Right. Okay. However, Physik, you saw what appeared to be a dark shape. You couldn't make out what it was, but right here, something was peering out from behind part of the canvas that's still intact. You saw a dark shape that was there that momentarily, the second you saw it, it disappeared back behind the canopy from view.
Daleth, back. Back.
I mean, my instinctual reaction would have been to retreat behind this fallen basket, but
Okay,
upon hearing
that
Physik,
is made of metal, so I mean it's pretty solid. It's like a little
Right. But upon hearing Physik say back, I'm gonna keep moving back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of tuck myself kind of back and in a little bit,
Okay.
but just be like, guys, cover.
Oh, what'd you say? What is it? Snake rats.
I don't know.
Don't think snake rats are a thing.
Watching.
It's a black cloud,
If I move up
and it's got
cover
little
up here.
flashes of lightning in it, and it flies directly up to John Locke.
Oh no!
Look out for polar bears.
The smoke monster. I'm gonna pull out my weapon.
Same, I have my gun pointed that direction.
Okay.
And myself as well, and I'm going to kind of try and peer out and see if I can spot it again.
No, but you can definitely hear the sounds. Everybody give me another listen check.
Oh, well, I definitely, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, fuck that shit, man.
Oh, it was gonna be good. And it wasn't.
Did anybody roll okay? Did we
Okay.
roll for?
I rolled like shit. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you're done with all the rolls, basically, again, down here inside the hull, it's really hard to tell where it's coming from. But it almost sounds like it could be coming from all around you at this point, like it's echoing throughout the ship.
Is it what you saw? Was it big or? Jesus, that's so creepy.
I don't know. It moved as soon as I saw. I think we should clear out quickly.
Well, do those bodies look eaten? Back there? Out there?
No, I'm just gonna keep moving back. Like, guys, seriously.
Well,
I
what-
don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It doesn't resemble.
Okay, backing up, backing up.
I guess maybe a nature check to see if I can figure out if this actually resembles something I've heard of, because it sounds too much like Chuckles.
1 second.
It sounds too much like Chuckles. See what I mean?
You think it's laughing at us?
All right. Marigold and Physik, give me a listen check.
Uh-oh.
All right, 16 for Physik, Marigold.
Better than 16? Better than 16 for Miracle?
No,
Yeah.
okay. Let me make a dice roll.
Then I got heated.
One or a two, I'm going to describe what happens in reference to Marigold. On a 3 or a 4, I'm going to describe what happens in reference to Physik. Physik.
Okay.
All right, Physik. You suddenly feel hot breath to the right of you. The moment you feel it,
A little kiss
like
on
the
cheek.
skin on the back of your neck stands up on end.
Ah!
And out of the darkness from the crushed thing, you're suddenly aware of this bizarre-looking creature that is literally poised, claws raised, mouth extended. Let me show you what this
my
looks
God.
like, shall I?
Yeah, please. Oh, it's a
Oh!
All right.
Raptor demon.
I was just gonna say Demon Raptor.
Really?
Clever girl. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
my...
Raptor
Give me
demon,
just a
demon
second. I
raptor.
think my light just went out. I think I just lost a light. 1 second.
Oh no!
Give me a
It's a
second.
demon raptor.
Did it go out? What, were you really saying the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say clever girl.
Yeah, no, that was a clever girl moment. Like, there's nothing I
Right
can do.
before Physik gets eaten, clever girl, and then
Ugh.
I mean, if you want to sing some more Blue Jean Committee to me, Satch, I'd very much appreciate it.
Yep. Service.
Guys, I don't appreciate that.
Not knowing what?
Not knowing what the song is.
I've told you to watch that
Yeah.
multiple times, so that's on you.
What is it?
Documentary now.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. I only
That's
seen
The
So-
Blue Jean Committee
episodes.
episode is so good.
Wait, you don't like those? Is that what you said?
I said I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one, the Blue Jean Committee one might be my favorite just because how like spot on it is when they do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, what's the
Oh, man.
Catalina Breeze?
Oh my god, it's so good, dude.
Catalina
It's
Breeze.
so good.
There's nothing more. What is it? There's nothing more phallic than than the falsetto.
Alrighty. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the thing, it's got like vaguely webbed feet. Clearly it has 3 huge big talons on each of its long arms, a bony ridged forehead, and a very kind of almost like a protruding armored spine that runs all the way down its back to its tail. It has like aquamarine glowing eyes, not glowing as in magical, but like when the light hits them, it's kind of like they're clearly predatory eyes, and its mouth is just littered with huge, big, razor-sharp teeth.
Bye, Physik.
Yep. As I get
No.
heated.
All right.
Oh.
As Physik
Oh,
turns
wow.
to kind of, he feels the breath and his head turns to see it. It's like time stands still for a second as he absorbs this thing. It's already raised and poised. It just kind of like hisses at him one more time. Because, you know, sounds fun to hiss. And then it just dives forward, fangs first. Its mouth lashes onto Physik.
200 points of damage. 200 points of damage. Swallowed whole. Swallowed whole.
Ooh, lucky.
Whoa.
All right. Yeah, I've got a light bulb that's going out. Hinchy for 10. Let me replace that light bulb. Sorry. 1 second.
You want to do like a miniature break?
Yeah, we'll do a mini break.
Mini break.
So we'll do a quick mini break. I'll replace the light and then we'll carry on. Dun dun dun. All right, okay, so yeah, the thing, its teeth come gnashing towards Physik. As he kind of reels away in fear, the top teeth kind of just rake down across his shoulder, missing their mark by a mere fraction.
To which you hear a resounding, "Open high!"
Well, you might hear more than that, because that's not all it's doing.
Oh.
Damn.
All right.
One miss.
After biting at you, its two front claws are like... The first one you're able to duck underneath of. The second one, however, not so much.
Yeah.
As you feel the talons rip into your thigh, doing another 10 points of damage.
Ugh. Hachi machi.
Whatever that means.
Hachi machi.
Roll20's being a little bouncy tonight. I don't know why.
Physik looks serenely unhappy.
All right, so yeah, you hear the sound
Wait a
and
second.
hear the squeals from Physik. Right, what's everybody want to do? Marigold, I mean, you're right by him, so you can see this hideous creature that come out of the dark.
Yeah. Does it look like just one, or are there a bunch of eyes everywhere behind it?
Can't see a bunch of eyes behind it right now, no. I'm assuming you're looking at it, as opposed to facing the other way.
Oh, my face is that way. Whoops. I'm going to... I can act?
Well, I really need to know what everybody's kind of doing to figure out if there's an initiative roll that needs to be done, or if anybody's...
Or they're just gonna let him run off
Watch
with me.
Physik die.
Yeah, I mean, this is more of a surprise thing than anything else, so that's kind of the surprise round. So now it's what do you do in reaction to that?
Okay. Well...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I had my sword out, so I'd jump over here. Slash its tail.
Okay, so your intention,
knowing what
so
it
don't
is, but
move
it's
yet, so
scary.
put yourself back there.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's going to come down to initiatives. But so your intention is to basically leap in and attack this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Daleth?
Well, I'm obviously looking at the thing, and if I have an angle, I would try to shoot it.
Okay. Rush, we can assume is probably... What's Rush doing? Y'all tell me, because you got to play.
Mage armor.
Rush is going to cast
Yeah.
Mage Armor. Okay.
Absolutely mage
What about
armor.
Jash?
Whipping around and seeing it right at Physik, I'd probably just start running over to it to, like, bull rush it, smash it off of
All
him.
right. In that case, seeing all of you do that, young Ned will also be doing the same thing. All right, yeah, I reckon initiative roll then. Sounds pretty
Okay.
realistic at this point.
Come on, Matt. One good roll today, baby.
Just one.
Talk to yourself.
Whoa!
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, alright.
And
Oh, I rolled like shit. I was
Josh on a
looking at Jash's
23. We got Marigold on a 20. Physik, I'm going to need somebody to roll for Rush.
Did I do it? No.
And
whoops.
Daleth is a 10.
There we go.
And Rush is a slightly slower 10. All right.
0.01 for the win.
What is it? Do that again?
Ned is on a 6.
Oh, Nedrick.
Nedrick.
first time.
All right, and let's roll
Can't
initiative.
expect the stamina out of him yet.
And roll initiative for the thing.
He used a singular tense.
Don't meta.
All right. Okay. With that being said, it smells awfully a lot like y'all are considering the possibility of some combat. So,
Possibility. Shots have been fired. Like,
Well, not quite yet.
well,
But
all right. Okay.
Shag it.
I'll see myself.
So we have Jash. Jash gets to act first in the round. So what does Jash wish to do?
He is going to just bull rush this thing and knock it away from Physik.
Oh. After all we've said?
Oh, this is, let's see. I think the scale on this map is infinitely
Right,
wrong.
right.
Let me fix the scale.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Well,
Both should be
if
50,
a
so
square
it's
is 10
double.
foot, you're all like half a foot tall, so...
Yeah. If the boat made a gouge, the ground level it would be. So it's at least double this.
Yeah. No, it's actually a little more than that.
Is Ned gonna get decapitated by Joffrey at
Maybe.
the end of this?
Right, okay, so yeah,
Joffrey
you got
from
20,
Game of
20 foot
Thrones?
squares. So,
Nedard Stark.
whatever.
Hey! Shh.
Okay, yep, go right ahead. So, so you're gonna try to run, you're gonna literally charge right past Marigold and try to throw yourself at this thing.
Yep. Just knock it away from Physik as best as I can.
Alright, that's gonna be, let's see. So if you're gonna try to do that, just double check something.
Improved bull rush, which attack of opportunity, and I have a +4 to the strength check
Yeah.
for it as well.
That is like a feat made for Jash.
Right.
That's why I took it. That's exactly. I saw it. I was like, well, of course he would take this. Of course, this is
Right,
what
and
he
you
would
say,
want.
and you have improved bull rush, right?
I do. Yes.
So it doesn't get the attack of opportunity, basically.
Correct.
Um,
Correct.
All right. You and the defender are going to make an opposed strength check, and you get a +4.
Yep.
It is large.
Okay.
So it has. So let's see. With it being large, you have a modifier for +4 bonus for each size category. You are larger than medium, so you're not. Or a -4 for each size category. You are smaller, so your -4 is negated by its size.
So it's just a straight up strength check for me then. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's give this a shot.
Come on.
It's
and
gonna
you're-
win.
I mean, if it's hitting with
And let's
pluses, it's
see.
got.
Um,
It's got a
Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stuff over there. I don't like it.
no, I'm just reading up on it, making sure I've got all of its
No, no.
stats and abilities down.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It's going to come down to a fairly close call.
Ooh,
Yes.
All right. Yep. So you slam into the thing and knock it towards the side of the boat here, or of the. Man, Roll20 doesn't like my map tonight. Okay, so yeah, you successfully knock it flying. All right, Marigold.
oh wow, it's over there.
So yeah, he just basically come running past you and grabbed the thing, and him and it went crashing up against the side of the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in from behind it and swoop around Jash and slash at it.
All right.
All,
You
the
won't
might
get,
of 1,000 swords. Huh?
yeah, you won't get flanking because he's not on the opposite.
Well,
flank.
yeah.
But
It's alright.
go ahead and make your regular attack then.
Nice.
All right. Yes.
Nice.
Your longsword crashes down on the back of the creature. I mean, you hear a loud ka-ching, like, because it's hitting like thick, armored, bony hide. But it does dig in and find its mark and draw a little blood.
What color's the blood?
Difficult to tell, really. It's kind of dark and shadowy in here. Can't really tell the color. I can tell you it's a dark color. It's not a bright, pretty pink, or
Could be green, like Predator.
okay.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Their turn. Okay.
We're so corny. Oh god. Yep.
Alrighty. Well, so this one is pretty much Jash is right there with it. So we'll start with this one.
Yeah, bring it on. Oh God. There's so many more.
All right. He suddenly. So this one
Oh no.
chomps down on you with its as you're holding on to the thing, wrestling with it. It chomps
shit.
down on you with its teeth.
Yeah, 33 just hits.
For a measly 8.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say that because you're kind of gripping hold of it, it really doesn't have the angle to kind of like tear you to pieces yet. Alrighty.
Yeah.
However, this really can only go one of two ways. So, seeing as nobody was really paying much attention to anything except this one, this one leaps down, arms out raised.
Oh.
Ah.
Falling right down where Daleth is. Daleth, you're suddenly aware of the thing.
Yeah.
As 2 hits,
Yeah.
I think. As you suddenly feel the pain of these 2 huge claws just tear down your back. For a combined total of 20 points of damage. You suddenly see Daleth
Son
like
of a
reel
bitch.
as this thing lands directly behind him. Fangs first. No more has Rush had the chance to turn and look in terror as another one leaps from the upper deck down to where he is, and basically is doing the same thing. Yep.
Oof.
That's a total of 19 to
This is
Rush.
good.
Ugh.
Yeah, we need to adjust our positioning here, guys.
All right. Yes, as these things seem to like reap out and just suddenly descend upon you in the dark. Clearly, they're incredibly quiet, incredibly predatory, and they come from seemingly nowhere. I mean, they jump down from the top deck, which is a good like 20 plus feet. As that happens, Physik, what do you want to do? You actually didn't get raked and stabbed and attacked by these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call my wolf boy in.
All right, you want to summon a wolf?
I'm gonna summon my wolf.
Wolf or direwolf?
Just my stupid
My
noises.
dire wolf, yeah.
All right.
I no wonder why I didn't have any friends in high school. Noises.
All right, it's going to be a little big when it drops.
Yes!
No, that looks about right, Gora. That's about
Yeah, I
right.
like it. That's good.
Keep it.
All right, let me go ahead and give you a little control over said direwolf.
I would be using my move action to kind of back out. If
All
I
right,
could.
there you go. You should have control of that direwolf now.
Yeah, cool.
All right, where are you backing? Now, bearing in mind, this is like... The ship is kind of like this, okay? So, and you're all at the bottom of the ship, at the bottom deck. So if you can imagine, you're kind of like walking up on this side. You'd be walking up at about a 30-degree angle into the ship. And then at the front, probably closer to about a 50-degree angle.
Yeah, more to like the outside edge of it so that I can look in on what's going on and not be ambushed as much.
Alrighty. You want to give me an initiative check for your direwolf?
Yeah, let me pull up those stats because that makes sense to do. Probably should have done that ahead of time. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, there he is. There he is. He's got a, I think it's a plus. Oh, okay, this isn't the one I'm normally used to looking at, so it's all really confusing. There it is. Initiative +2. Okay. Much ado about +2. This one. Come on. What
We'll
are you
see
doing?
where he's going to be on the initiative roster here. Maybe. Eventually. One
Maybe.
day.
One day.
All right.
Nice.
Ironically, he is going at the same time as they are.
Oof.
All right. Daleth.
Wincing in pain and surprise, I'm gonna turn to this, take a 5-foot step back, and fire my gun.
All right. So you basically just point it. You're gonna hip shoot it.
Well, yeah, I'm just spinning around and just trying to get it to center
All right.
mass.
Let it go. The shot rings out and echoes through the empty halves of the ship. However, the musket ball or the rifle ball sinks
Nice.
into the creature's shoulder. 17 points of damage. It's not a bad blow. You definitely saw like some of the chitinous armor go flying out, and you can see a thick, gooey mess begins to pour down the creature's shoulder.
Let's stick a black arrow right there.
Anything else you want to do?
Stow my weapon. I mean, like, just put my weapon behind me to take out my
So you
other
want
weapons.
to like, you want to like, so that would
Just
be your
like
action.
stick
then.
it down my backpack. Oh.
Yeah, because because I mean, if you're going to put that down and actually stow it, that will count as an action, because that'd be the same as drawing a weapon.
Okay.
Or you can just chuck it down, but
No.
Okay, alright, you stow it.
I've heard it before. So yeah.
all right, Rush. What does Rush want to do?
Mage armor on himself.
He's already got mage armor on. So
Oh,
Already done that.
no, actually, that's what he was going to do, wasn't it? So yeah, so
Yeah.
he's cast mage
Oh,
armor,
yeah.
and then what?
Probably run the hell away from this thing.
Does he want to run from it? No, he'll get attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what is
But
it?
standing there, you know. What?
What are his?
Well, he
Well,
just
he-
did mage armor, so he couldn't do much
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So it's
nothing
either-
else he can really do. I mean, unless
Oh, he just casted that on himself with that thing right in front of him?
Well, he's got to actually, before he successfully casts that, he is going to have to make a concentration check, because that went before his initiative.
That's right.
And how much damage did I say he took?
19.
So he needs a 29 concentration check.
Oh my god. Maybe he wouldn't cast if he got hit.
Yeah,
then.
no, if he got hit.
Yeah, if we got
by
hit that hard.
would
So,
probably just run.
Or take
Disengage
it-
and run.
Okay, where is he going to flee to then? Or what's he doing?
Oh gosh.
Uh,
Probably behind the wolf.
yeah, run behind
the wolf.
Daleth and then hide behind the wolf.
So basically run down to where you are?
Yeah.
All right, okay. He will get one attack of opportunity as he does
Well,
so.
He disengages.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Satch just said. He disengages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No problem then. That's fine. So yes, go ahead and move him down.
Nope.
Then.
And then nope, right on out of there.
Alrighty. All right, Ned. Ned kind of hesitates for a second, like, shit, this is really happening.
First fight. there.
And then he will rush over here and take a swing.
Come on, Ned.
Come on, Ned.
Help us.
Alrighty. Ned swipes with his scimitar, but it just glances and ricochets off the armor plating of the creature.
You
Oh, Ned? Told you it wasn't as good as me.
Alright,
Now is not the time.
everybody give me a listen check, if you will.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I'll handle rush.
Where is this? Oh God, I can't hear shit.
Natural 20!
Oh, Dallas with a natural 20.
No,
Yeah,
there
you're
it
not
is.
happy.
Not because I wish my 20 was on my gunshot, you know.
Then that's
Congratulations, Shagget.
Yeah, congratulations, dude.
Thanks. Yay.
You did it.
All
You
right,
did it.
Daleth and Rush
Click the
for
button.
all that it matters. Okay. Oh, I'm Physik then, so late to the party.
Sorry, I was doing both, so it was hard.
I hear you. I know you had switching names. All right, you can hear more of those sounds. They are not coming from the boat. They are still coming from out in this direction.
And those guys are making the same noises that are attacking us.
Oh, that was definitely them that was making those
Okay.
noises. Yes. But what Physik and Daleth know is that there are definitely more of them out in this direction somewhere.
We need to clear out of here.
Okay, Jash. Okay, you're locked in throes of combat with this nasty beastie. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I'd probably not release it, but push it back a little bit and swing it out with my flail.
Okay.
And I
So
get
yeah, you
full
kind of just
attack.
like throw its arms back as you let go, and then you're gonna like you're gonna have to kind of pull yourself back because it
Yeah.
can't go any further. So you just kind of
Okay.
step back to. There you go.
Okay, full attack. Here we go.
All right,
No
let me have it.
flank. No power. No. No. Full attack.
Yeah,
yes.
more than one attack finally. All right,
Hey.
Yeah.
both,
Dude, 11 total damage. with
both
two
hit the target as your flail. Like, it's almost like whipping a brick wall with a bullwhip. To be honest, that's what it feels like because the balls just seem to bounce off it. But it definitely felt it. It definitely did some damage. Alrighty, Marigold, you're standing right next to it.
Well, it's engaged with him, so I'm going to swoop around to the other side.
Kind of
Screaming.
like, you're going to kind of go around him.
Yeah, like up here.
Okay.
And I will attack it.
You will get an attack of opportunity if you do that. You understand that?
Wait, why?
Because you're going to go around him. That's going to take you 5 foot out of its attack range.
Oh, I'm 5 foot away. Dang. I was just circling it.
Now, well, you can't circle behind it because the wall is there. So if you actually... Because you've got to go around him, which means you will have to go up and
Go
around.
around
At that
Jash.
point, as you walk out of there, it'll swipe at you.
Well,
If you leave the combat
No.
range of any enemy creature, it can get an attack of opportunity.
okay, I just thought Jash was kind of,
No.
3!
Big damage,
Oh, but you
baby.
did hit
Baby!
That's why I was a little curious as to like, why are you going around the other side just to hit it when you can hit it from here?
Well, I was getting ready to run.
Wussy.
Oh, good to know. Josh runs first. Bye.
All right. We'll let the wolf go first,
Alright.
and then because it's literally going at the same time as the things are. So,
Wolf is attacking the closest one that's attacking Dalit, so
all right.
that's where that's going.
All right. So
where's
it's
my
going to
dire
dive at that
stats?
one.
The attack is 1d20 plus 11. Not bad. Not bad. 1d20 plus 11. I just need to write these stats down. It's my favorite. Ooh.
All right. Barely misses its mark.
Ah.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Alrighty. It is their turn. Okay, this one here, it's got a couple of targets. So it is going to claw once at Jash. It is going to claw once at Marigold.
But it's -1 to hit, size difference, so it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
18. That still
misses
hits.
me.
So it's an
No.
18 and a 19.
18 misses me.
All right.
But the
What's
19
your
hits.
what's your AC, Marigold?
17.
Oh, so you get hit by the claw. Okay. The claw.
Doc.
All right. Yeah, it lashes out with its right claw. raking you for 12 points of damage.
Damage.
All right. It doesn't make a bite attack because it's having to like turn its head to swipe at you and turn its head to swipe at you. So it just doesn't make sense that it would then also really have the focus to put a bite in as
Thanks,
well.
Gore.
Hey, I like combat to be as realistic as D&D can be realistic.
Okay.
All right. This one is going to do the same. He's going to swipe once at Daleth with its left claw. It will hit the mark.
Oh, absolutely hit the mark.
Oof.
I'm gonna kiss the mark
for
right on the
8.
nose.
And one for the dire wolf.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, maybe
think
a
that's a
crit.
hit.
Let's see if it's
Nice.
potentially a crit.
Wow.
And it is a crit.
Oh,
nice.
At least it's on the wolf and not
Yeah.
Daleth.
Well, that would have killed me if that was on me. Just FYI.
Oh, man.
All right, it brings. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, it brings the claw right up underneath the wolf's jaw as you see the wolf's head go and smash to the side as wolf saliva and blood goes flying through the air, and a big splodge of it goes right across Daleth's face.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, it's
Yay.
logical. It was hitting from the right, so it's going to knock it your direction.
It could have hit from the left.
Not with its right hand. Was it going to backhand the wolf?
Yeah. Could have raised the hand to him.
All right. Unfortunately, poor Ned is got one all by himself because nobody chose to help Ned. So,
I don't even know those guys are there.
That's kind of true. Although you do hear us kind of owing and screaming.
Ned just got
true.
clawed twice
Oh, shit.
and bit. All right.
Great.
Whoa. Wow.
Wonder how much life-
Stats on these guys.
All right. So you hear Ned yell as this thing dives on Ned, like from a crouched position. It leaps forward, smashes him with both claws. Ned falls backwards, tripping over this net that's on the ground. The thing lands on top of Ned, rears
Ned.
its head back, and chomps down hard with its fangs. Ned just took 36 points
God.
of damage in that round. Ned does not look well. Ned is also panicking. Never been in a real combat situation before. He is flailing like a fish, yelling, "Help me! Help! Get it off! Get it off!" All right. Physik.
I'm a little broken, Gore.
I understand.
You just murdered my boy.
Save
Bury the
me.
boy. Bury the boy. Bury the boy.
Just bury him alive. Oh, shoot.
Shit, anything I have that could help him would hurt him.
Come on, Ned. You gotta save poor old Ned.
Goodness.
Nederick, we knew him well.
I can get there. Okay.
Maybe we should have waited on naming the skull. We should have called it Ned as a never-ending insult to the players, a reminder that they let their young boy die.
Shouldn't have charged in, man. Shouldn't have charged in. Good God. Oh. God.
Decisions,
Something.
Physik. You're gonna have to come up with a decision in the spur of combat. What are you
I was
doing?
checking the range. But that's not the right spell. I'm looking. Hold on. Let me look this up because it's gonna take longer to look at that. I just need to make sure I know what it does. What does flare do? So I'm pretty sure it does the stunning, dazzling thing. Maybe. If it fails a fortitude save, and I imagine these are quite good at that, but that's all I can really throw at him from here. If I shoot him with lightning, it's gonna hit Ned because it's a column. If I hit him with the flame thing, it's a column. This sucks. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot a flare at him.
All right. Okay, pop up flare.
Well, didn't he say that the guy's right on top of him? Would the lightning go through him and hit Ned?
Yeah, that's why I'm not
comes
doing a
down.
lightning.
Yeah, it's like that's why he's
It
not
would
doing.
come down. Okay. Oh no, I'm asking. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't know.
That's
Yeah,
why he
that's what I'm-
can't.
Okay.
All right. So basically, 25 feet burst of light. You are too far away.
Can I scoot forward and do it?
5 feet.
It's yeah. I mean, I guess you could try to estimate the distance. You should have really done that first, but I'll let you.
I'm panicking, Gord.
I'll
It's
let
my
you.
boy.
My boy, my son.
All right. Are you doing
little boy.
anything else before you cast it, or as you cast it?
I'm pulling out my axe.
Okay. And then just casting the spell,
Yeah, I'm getting
Alright.
ready to charge.
Oh,
and you're
wow.
dropping it directly in front, basically. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
probably. I mean, there's a very realistic chance it's going to get Ned too, but at least
Yeah.
it won't hurt Ned.
Yeah, like,
It's better than
Yeah.
lightning bolting Ned, right?
yeah. And I'd
Alrighty.
rather
Okay.
that.
So this thing is going to attempt its fortitude save. Come on, bad roll, bad roll, bad roll.
Oh, no.
Come
I'm
on.
afraid not. Sorry. Ned. Come on, Ned. Come on, Ned. You can do it. You can do it. Nope. Ned's blinded.
Oh my god.
So you dazzled Ned. Unfortunately, not the creature. So that didn't work as well as you might have hoped.
It's all I could do. It's all I have.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it was down to dice rolls.
I can just imagine Ned saying, "Help me, help me, help me," and then he goes blind.
Why would you do that to me, Physik? Why would you do that to me?
He wouldn't know it's me. He's probably already a little bit blinded by shock. That's kind of the way that goes. But anyway.
He doesn't know it's you. He
It's
has no idea what
psychosomatic.
happened. All right, Daleth.
Draw my 2 hand axes. I can't do a full attack with them, but I can do my 1 attack and my offhand attack. So
Yep.
I get 2 attacks, and that's what I'm swiping
roll
at
two
the
single attacks. Go for it.
first one.
All right, you swipe at the thing and it ducks underneath the blow. You
Shit,
swing
man.
the second one, it ricochets off of its chitinous armor on its right shoulder as it raises its arm to knock it clear. Rush. Rush is actually free. He didn't get hit and he has got choice to act. So what do you want to do for Rush?
Pistol?
Does he have any kind of spell of hold or anything of that nature? I don't know.
He does.
You've got Rush's
Monster.
sheet.
Oh, here we go. Okay, cool, yep, I got it.
Wait, that's level 5. Never mind. We're at level 4.
Yeah.
Nope, level 3. Never mind.
Color spray, hypnotism.
Mage arm. Mage armor.
Hideous laughter.
I would recommend, in a way, against Mage Armor right now.
Yeah.
While it'll be good for his own self-preservation, it's kind of going to waste a round. Just saying.
Well, it has hold person, yeah.
Well, these things aren't people.
Yep.
Oh,
have to have
it's only
hold
against
Have to be hold
people.
monster.
Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
There's
That's a
a
difference.
monster. That's level 5. Oh.
Put up shout.
Does hideous laughter only work on people? I imagine.
I imagine they need to have a sense of humor, right?
And be
But maybe they
capable
do.
of laughing as such. Yeah, maybe. If you,
Hey, that hissing sounded like laughing to me.
you can try it.
What
I'm
is
just trying to
deep
think of some way to-
slumber?
Crowd control.
What's deep
Ernie
slumber?
laughing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Deep Slumber.
that's one of the ones she chose that we haven't macroed yet.
Okay, can we use
From
it?
the, well, yeah, I mean, if
Does it put monsters?
Does it put stuff to sleep?
So what do you...
it affects 10 HD of creatures. It functions like sleep.
Okay.
All right.
Then probably that.
Use it.
So that then?
So deep slumber, basically, it's exactly the same as a sleep spell, except as you said, it affects up to 10 hit dice worth. One or more living creatures within a 10-foot radius burst.
Okay, so Rush runs.
Yeah.
Well, it has a range, so
No, it can hit it from 160 feet away, but it will
Yeah,
hit a 10-foot radius.
So we would do it on the one getting Ned, right? And we might also get Ned too.
That's
Put-
fine.
Ned's
Put
already
him to sleep.
blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He could be blind and asleep.
yeah, that's fine.
Well, let's
Yeah.
try it, I guess.
Okay, what's the what is the it's, I know it would be, as it's deep slumber, that would be, God,
It's a
sleepy
third-
mouse.
It's a third level spell.
Yeah. So it's a 3rd level spell plus whatever. So what's the casting?
So 16 DC.
16? Alright. And it is willpower, right?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's an enchantment. She might have a
Plus 2.
Yeah, she has those feats, right?
So it's an 18. Well, so
18.
I think it is. Alrighty. Okay.
Put them both to sleep.
Right, this is for the
Come on.
creature.
Yeah!
Oh, terrible roll. Yes, it's asleep. And
It just like lands on him.
let's see. And, it actually won't affect Ned
Hey!
because it
Ned's-
doesn't have enough hit dice left over to take out Ned as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up
There we
to
go.
you, that's right.
Because it can only do a max 10 hit dice. And
Let's go.
all right, so this one that was on Ned suddenly is like as drool drips down onto Ned's cheek. Not that Ned's really aware because he's dazzled right now.
True.
But all right, good job, Rush. Ned is dazzled for a minute unless you do something, so he's out technically underneath this thing. The duration is a minute per level, so yeah. If nobody interferes with these two, then the creature is going to sleep soundly for 6 minutes or 7 minutes technically. And then, of course, Ned, being dazzled,
Damn it.
is for 1 minute. So Ned will actually come round before the creature will. So, let's-
Yeah, we're gonna kill these two and then just tiptoe away.
all right, Jash.
Out, Ned.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly, after, because I'd hear Ned scream at that point, I would turn to look over my shoulder and see this monster just on top of it, not moving. I would probably think that he killed it. So I would just be like, all right, and turn back around and swing again at the
All right, yeah. So you
monster
give it a
in front
quick
of me.
glance, and then you belt this thing. Okay, go for it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can still make a full attack.
Do more than 11 damage. Woo.
Yeah, it's coming.
Do more.
It's coming. It's coming.
You got this. You got this,
Come on,
Jash.
you got this, baby.
You got this, Jash. Come on, man. Let's get this.
Careful.
Get that flail going.
We all believe
There
in
goes
you.
the one.
Ooh,
Okay.
2 solid hits again.
Ooh, okay.
Total
More
of
than 11.
15.
Right.
Yay.
All right, this one. Okay, the flail smashes across its forearm the first time, and then he reels it back down and brings it straight across the thing's head. As you see it kind of go and shake its head almost slightly, as if it was just momentarily dazed. There's also liquid pouring down from where the one of the balls hit it on the right across the top of the cranium. You can see blood is beginning to pour down across its jawbone and over its snout. All right, Marigold. The thing definitely looks considerably worse for wear.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to take the sucker out.
All right. Are you adding the +1 size bonus?
Oh, no.
So you actually rolled a 20?
I guess so.
Then you just hit it, like barely.
Hey!
Yeah, don't forget your +1 size
I
bonuses
forgot
against
about
these.
that.
They're at -1 to hit you, and you're at +1 to hit them. All right. Seizing the moment of opportunity as the creature is dazed, Marigold, remembering her fencing training from her father and
Oh,
looking for
God.
the openings and the weaknesses in her opponent, lunges forward, stabbing, thrusting quickly with her longsword, skewering the creature right underneath the arm where it had no breastplates, sinking the blade deep into its chest. As she pulls the blade out, the thing slumps down to the ground, slides and drops dead off the side of the boat.
Wonderful.
Ew.
Yum.
Yum.
Right,
We
one
got the
down.
size bonus.
Mhm.
Really?
See, I'm so nice to you. I could have said nothing and let
Well,
you
I
miss.
know. I saw you looking a little
All right,
glance.
Wolf Boy.
Wolf Boy's biting. If you can.
Oh, please bite.
Please bite, Wolf Boy. Oh,
Oh,
Fuck
afraid
you,
not.
Son of a boba.
As the wolf
Reroll.
attempts to jar its way through this thing's armor, it's just snashing at it as it ducks and dives to the left and to the right. That leaves only one. Alright, you didn't hit it last round, did you? Yes, you did.
Me?
No, you didn't hit it, did you? You missed. In that case, it is going to keep its focuses on the wolf this time.
That's probably for the better.
I think that's 2 hits.
I think so, yeah. We'd have to roll real low not to hit.
Yeah, those, they don't have a massive AC.
Oh,
Pretty crappy rolls, though. Okay, right. It claws the wolf creature, trying to grab hold of it as it digs its talons into kind of like the wolf's mane, and then rears back its vicious maw and attempts to chomp down into the throat of the wolf. Predator become
no.
Yep.
possible crits.
Noises tonight.
It's a crit.
That's a
On the
crit.
roll,
That's a
man.
crit. You would have to roll a 1 not to crit, you know.
Yeah.
All right, and for 20. So that's 34 damage this time. How much hit points does that thing have left?
2.
Damn, it's still alive. Go, Wolf Boy.
Wow.
Go Wolf Boy.
All right, yeah, you see this thing grab the wolf by the throat and begin to shake its head, and the wolf howls in pain and agony. All right, Physik.
I'm running forward
Okay.
to Ned, kind of cradling his head at this point, just like
All right.
you're so
Well,
brave, you're
this
so
huge
brave.
big thing is like slumped over him, so you can lift his head up. But this, this creature probably weighs close to 300 pounds, so probably more than that. So there's not a lot of chance of you getting it off of him at this point by yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
but-
be able to do that, but I can drop a cure light on him,
Okay.
so I'll do that
Yep,
because
that-
that's
Hey, at least he'll be less hurt when he wakes up. Not a bad heal. 12 points to Ned, okay? Ned's only down 24 now, so he's definitely looking better. All right, Daleth.
Both weapons in hand. I'm getting a full attack with an offhand for my 2-weapon fighting.
Go for it. So that'll be 3 individual attacks at this creature.
Don't forget my +1.
Everyone wear your shirts. One hit,
First-
that's a 6.
And then this is my offhands.
Come on, get it in there. Yes!
nice
Nice!
damage.
Nice.
Nice damage.
All right, yeah. All right, you did. So you swipe at it with the first hand and miss. You stick the second axe into the side of it, and then bring your offhand down over its forearm. Okay, Rush. What does Rush want to do?
Ah,
Oh, right.
Shocking grasp, melts acid arrow, or pistol. Those are the things I would think he would do.
probably an acid
Acid
arrow at the
arrow?
one that you're fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, range touch attack then.
Right.
So
there it is. Okay.
BAB is 3 and 3 + 2, so
That's a hit.
Nice.
I don't know how much that is. It
2d4
background?
damage.
Okay, 2d4.
Yep, and it will do the same amount of damage next. Actually, is it 2d4 or has it gone up?
Are these? Oh wait. What?
no, the damage doesn't go up. The duration
That's what I'm
it
saying.
lasts goes.
That's what I mean. Is it 1 turn or does he get it for 2
I-
turns now? It's every 3, right?
every 3, so it's still 1 extra.
Nice. Nice roll.
Yay!
So it'll be you get it 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yay.
5, 6, 7.
I think it's just 1 extra turn. Like it,
So well, I think it actually would be 2, because it's level 7 now, right? Because y'all leveled.
Yep.
okay.
So you actually will burn it for 2 more rounds. Okay, for 6 points of acid burn. Alrighty. Okay, good job. Ned is still slumbering. Jash.
Seeing this thing crumble to the floor, I will quickly look at Marigold and just be like, nice, and turn around and run at this thing here and attack it.
Okay.
And that's just one attack since I moved, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
You get a charge +2.
You could, if you choose to charge it, you can get a +2.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
okay.
charge over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So +2. Oh, +3 since it's bigger than me. So
There you go.
I'll add that. There we go.
Alright, you run over there and give it a belt with your
Little damage.
with your flail. It's more of a glancing blow, but hey, you're in the fight at least.
In the
Marigold.
fray.
Yeah, you can get in there.
You're muted.
Sorry, getting in there.
Swarming
joining
this,
all my
swarming this
comrades.
thing now, huh?
Yeah, like, well, there's just one here. And we go friends and attack.
Don't forget
Plus,
your
plus one, adding in the +1.
There you go. That's the whole reason that shirt came into existence.
I know, right?
All right. Yep. Bane made that shirt. It's the whole reason it came into existence was the +1s. All right. Okay, Wolf. You're still alive, Wolf.
Wolf,
Come on, Wolf.
Come on, Wolf.
Do this.
Come on,
Come on,
you got
dire
this.
Wolf.
Just once.
Do,
Just once,
do
Wolf.
some damage.
Just once, Wolf. Oh!
Nope. Sorry,
Wow.
no. It was close. All right, it's its turn. Oh, look at all the targets we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're
There's
just
only
gonna-
one wolf.
Mm.
Yeah, but the wolf ain't doing squat this
Well,
turn.
I never hit it.
I hit it, so...
Hey, it's now panic mode. It's like got 4 things around it. So the first one, we're going to go start at the top with Daleth and then move down the chain. All right, that'll be 1. So Daleth,
Oh no.
Oh.
first claw is at you.
fucking a fuck. AC is 19 with the minus, the pluses.
Oh!
Yay!
All right, the second claw we won't do at Daleth because that doesn't make any sense. So we will be doing a D6 with a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6 for those that are left in the thing. So that's just Marigold.
Oh.
Here are Marigold. Enjoy. Is that a hit? It'll be a 19. Be a 19.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah. All right.
I think she's muted, but she's very sad.
Not
so.
muted.
Oh.
Just doesn't want to speak. A gash
Excuse
for
me.
12. Alrighty. Physik. Spot
I'm
check,
going-
please. Seeing
Yeah, I
as you
was
are the
gonna
only
say.
conscious person near that side of the thingy.
Oh, luck.
What was that?
I don't know.
That's Russia's sheet. That would be the wrong sheet, wouldn't it? Spot check. Please be okay.
What you get? Yeah, good spot check. So you will see it.
Clown.
Mama bear.
Nah.
No. It's a friend.
Oh, hang on. I need to move.
It's Cece.
Let me move this to
It's
where you
Cece.
can see it.
In the jaws of the thing.
Hang on. I can't quite position it properly.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Move this up.
What? Oh!
Oh, there's so many.
All right, yes. So glancing out, you can now see from the top of the dirigible 4 more pairs of eyes glaring down. As you kind of see those, they begin to squint and start sliding and clambering down in rapid speed down the side of the dirigible, using the framework to clamber down as quickly as possible.
Oh no.
All right. Seeing that, Physik, do you wish to do anything?
Get away from her, you. I'm going to drop a spell on. I'm gonna do what I can here to try and slow him down. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to cast entanglement on the overgrowth there.
All right. Let me.
I rolled it as rush. My bad. Let me roll it as not rush.
I think that
Wait, no, it has my physics stats. Yeah. I think.
would
I'll
it say
double check.
7 minutes Physik?
Where's
Let me try
my
again
spark
just to
gone?
make sure.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Well, I thought I had a. Oh, there it is. There's my entangle. Okay.
We gotta Sash, we gotta change the duration. It should say 7 minutes.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So 7 minutes. 40 feet radius spread. So you pretty much want to like throw this.
Basically, right in front of the doorway so they can't get through. Oh well, yeah, it'll cover like that whole area. So
It's so pretty.
yeah, it glows like the morning sun.
All right.
And
Okay. So you fill
that
that
action-
area there full of wild growth and entanglement.
so like, guys, more. We gotta leave now. Help me with that.
All right, Daleth.
Do another full round. Let's kill this sucker.
Okay. Hit it
Nice.
twice. 7. Yep, definitely looking
By
worse
off,
for wear.
by half band.
Look at
Way
him
to
go!
go.
Look at him go!
Natural 20! Was that a crit or
I'm
something?
gonna release an album of my random weird stuff.
Alrighty, yeah.
Please.
So that is you actually do land a crit as well.
Nice.
So
like,
congrats, nice dude. Spam those 20s.
Only Pagan Heart 20.
All
Thank
right,
you guys. Thank you.
2 of us are
they're getting
cats.
round to it eventually. All right, so that's a total of 11.
Plus the 7.
All right, you smash into the thing with your hand axe, carving away a huge chunk of the armor. You can see a big, massive, open, soft patch where the armor has been removed, and there's just bright red flesh underneath. The thing collapses down to one knee and kind of looks up at you with one bloodied, squinted eye. Rush.
So the damage would continue.
Roll the 2d. Roll your 2d4.
Oh, God, come on, come on.
Oh, nice.
For another 6. The acid eats down through the chitinous armor, sinking deep into the vital organs of this thing, and finally it collapses to the ground.
Yes.
Deceased.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Ned is still asleep.
I'm gonna scoot rush.
Technically,
over.
you guys are not in combat at this moment. What do you want to do?
I would rush over to help
help.
Ned with because physics had helped, so I'd go and help.
All right. So you're gonna So you're gonna move over there and help pull this thing off of him, right?
Yep.
I'm going to
Gingerly.
stow my weapons, take out my gun, and start reloading.
Okay. Right. You pull it off.
I'm running as Josh takes off, pushes the monster off. I'm gonna try to grab Ned and like put him on my back.
Okay. So you've
you're
thrown
gonna grab
Ned over your shoulder.
Yes.
All right. Okay. The things.
Yeah, I'm gonna start backing away, just keeping an eye on him, ready to do something drastic if I need.
All right. Okay. They get to a low point of the. They get to a low point of the dirigible, and you can see them kind of looking at the ground, like they're trying to assess what just happened. Clearly, they are more than just
Interesting.
simple predators. They obviously have some form of intellect. I'm going to make a intelligence check for them. Okay. At one point, you're entirely not sure what they're going to do, but the two on the outside Actually, I'm going to swap these because it just makes more sense. Looks better. Right, the two on the outside do actually kind of jump down out of view. Whoa.
Ugh.
Get back to your normal size. However, the two in the center both attempt to make the leap straight forward like they're not really worried about the stuff. They will land here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to move them.
Some sidekicks that are idiots.
Yeah.
It's Crab and Goyle.
We ain't worried about stuff.
Stop. Roll20 is being a complete butt tonight. It's very, very laggy for me. I don't know why. I have to move this temporarily. Oh, and it just moved them as well. Oh. I moved that there so I can pick them up. Come on. Okay, thank you. Alright, now we can do it. Okay, yep, so they're basically going to both jump, but they will land in the entanglement here and here. Alrighty. So they have to make a reflex save, which is a 14, or be entangled, and then if they are entangled, they have to make a DC 20 strength or escape artist check to escape. Alright, reflex save. We'll make this. Let's go see how they do here. Right, is that correct? 14? Probably.
10 plus 1 plus 3. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah,
Right.
that's my. Yeah.
Oh!
Did you see that dice?
That was
That was fucking evil, man.
cheated. There we go.
All right. Okay. Well, one of them, this one here, is entangled. The other one will be able to move. So I better put a mark on this so I remember. There. Alrighty. Okay, so you've dispatched those. So you are aware that a couple of them have leapt down and have obviously started to. You can't see where they are, but you know that they didn't jump head first into the entanglement. And then there are a couple inside the entanglement that you can see. Let's see how far that would have gone. I need to measure your entanglement here and see. So actually, that would be longer than that. So they would have had to drop down further away. So let me go ahead and extend that because of the range. It would be more like that. There we go. All right. So yeah, you've dispatched the ones that were inside the ship. You know that there are a couple that are looks like they're possibly coming around the side of the ship to flank. And two of them that have landed right in the middle of all the entanglement, which seems like an appropriate place to finish the show for tonight. Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, as well as the author of thedmsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out our website, www.howweroll.com, and for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physik here on How We Roll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime.
Perilous.
Hey everybody, Shagget here. I play a character on How Reroll. I'm not going to tell you who I play because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at @aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How Reroll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not a no. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers,
For
bye!
Roll the clip. Hello, everyone. I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter. And I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Brinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.